Alrighty, hopefully good things are about to happen. And so, you know, we'll see. We shall see. And so I got all my scouts set up, and I'm ready to go and get stuff. And here's this guy. We got missile range, and then we got missile precision should have on there. And yeah, so there's the missile precision. And so we'll see what we got here, and see if we can, get some loot. And then the loot is part of my effort to build ships. And so it'll only equal part of it, but it will equal some of it. So, and I don't remember if this can, let's see, simulate, turn that off, and turn that off. Yeah, and then I'm 24 minutes, so I'm just right next to being, yeah, so I'll just be able to leave the shield rep on. So, because it won't take me long to do these sites. And let's see here what, we got Caldari Navy, so 45K. Alrighty. So I'm warping at like 20. See how things go. Oh, actually, I should have warped in from another location, but here we go. Right. They were just a little bit closer. The next wave, I think, actually will spawn closer. I'm wasting some volleys at this distance. Same time, you really don't know how many it's going to take. Is Golem trig hunting and high sec still worth it? It can be. It's different than when the invasion happened, but there's still quite a few people who do it, I think. I do not want this other guy to get, these other ones to get more than 56 away. Otherwise I'm going to have to switch my script.
A module has run out of charges.
Reloading. So hopefully I can get all these in like one volley. Yep. Good. They'll go down fast. I'm right at the right distance for that. Oh, no, I shot 2 on that one. These ones that are further out. Oh, he's being a little bit of a pill to hit. Oh my god, I hit a trigger. Damn it. Hmm. I'm right on the edge with my cap, as you can hear. I'm using those smart bombs a little bit ago. It just put my cap, you know, a little bit down.
A module has run out of charges.
At least I didn't hit another trigger prematurely again. 'Cause that's what I did. I hit 2 triggers like halfway through each wave, and then hit another one. Takes just a little bit longer, I think, to do this in a golem than it does in paladin, but the same token, the paladin gets tracking disrupted and it becomes an issue, whereas you can't tracking disrupt missiles. So maybe it actually is more efficient doing missiles out here against these guys. I don't know. We'd have to time several of them in each ship. What are those 2 active modules next to the smart bomb? Those are auto targeters, and they help me get more targets lined up on the field. See, these guys are disrupting me. Now, for this one, at the end of the wave, I have to have the bastion off, just in case a dread appears, so that I can get out before a dread would scram me. And then if it scrams me, it's pretty much gonna take me out. They don't have to be active and it still gives the extra targets? I don't think that's true. I think they do have to be active. They don't have to be active. Well, then what's the point of turning them on? What is the benefit that it gives you to turn them on if they don't have to be active? I'm at a little bit of a loss as to what the point would be. They auto-target aggressive ships. Yes, you can. Okay, so you can have more targets. I want them to auto-target too. So, yes, there we have it. Okay. All right, perfect. Now, let's see what warps in. And these are just fine. All right. So I will manually target the smaller stuff to try and get it going first, to get it targeted first. It doesn't always work, as you can see here, but that is, I still want it to auto-target everything else. I don't want to have to click all the buttons. So. $10 billion collateral. How much to charge to haul 20 jumps? For BPOs. $10 billion. Yeah, I'd probably pay 40 million or so. Something like that. Because you want somebody to run it. That's a lot of money to put up. Otherwise, you could probably pay less, but it may not get delivered today, type of thing.
A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, maybe you even want to pay more. Maybe you even want to pay 50 million. Right. There it goes. That site is done. I didn't get any special stuff from it. I didn't see any special ships or anything, so it's just going to be, you know, regular. And that's fine. Is mining in nullsec more dangerous than lowsec or highsec? Well, yeah, there's a lot that depends on that. If you do it right, it's safer. But you have to do it right. Anything done wrong in EVE is not safe anywhere. To get more into mining if you have no clue. Well, if you get into a null, you know, null corp, then you can just follow their guidance. You do not want to mine in null without being a member of a null corp. That would be wrong. I mean, you can do it, but it's a lot more dangerous. A lot more dangerous. All right, so here we are. Here's cleanup crew. You'll warp down there and start sucking stuff up. So, Dafinga, yes, so your stuff went to asset safety, which means that the station was blown up. So, if you left your stuff in a station and you find it's now in asset safety, the price you pay, which is 20%, is less than less. I mean, if you how do I put this? Like, you would have lost all the stuff if it weren't for asset safety. What a stupid idea? No, it's not. All of your stuff would have been just gone 100% if it wasn't in asset safety. And that would be stupider. Just saying, right? So, you know, it really isn't about, I mean, God, you saved 80% of your value. You need to look at it that way because that's what it is. You saved 80%. Yeah, that's how you need to look at it. When you are just, guys, Dafinga, you stopped playing 10 years ago. Did you think something wouldn't change? Did the Eve Sirens trick you into coming back? Here, I think they're speaking to you now, Dafinga. Yeah, this song's for you, buddy.
Engines hum, thrusters burn through silent depths, ships' wheels turn, dark horizons come into view. Feel the pull, Eve calls to you.
Tax rate changed to 100%. And then 16 hours ago. Okay, so they had something going on where they didn't want people ratting. You got a cheap deal on our website? Well, welcome back.
Asteroid belts the endless void, lasers hum as rocks destroy.
Welcome back.
Hold with steady crew, feel the pull.
Let's go out to another site.
Drive active.
Across the dark where legends grew, battles clash, the night breaks through. In endless fields where dreams come true, hear it now,
Eve calls to you.
Wormholes twist, shadows near, unknown lands where foes appear. Every jump, each daring view, feels like home. Eve calls to you.
Tear this one up. This type of site is easier than the last one.
Set your course, align and go. Galaxy shift in endless flow. The journey waits, steady and true. Answer back.
Eve calls to you. Mm-hmm. So. There you be. You don't get to pick, well, you do get your pick station, yes, if it's, well, you get more choices, because you'd still have to have it out in null. If you weren't a member of, the Corp or Alliance, they probably moved on too. Being 10 years gone. And so if you had the choice, you would have moved it to another one. It would have cost you less, but then you wouldn't be able to get the stuff out of there because you'd be basically war deck locked. And then you would asset safety it to pay the 20%. It may not feel like it, but it's a much better situation than it could have been. It's way better than it could have been. So, yeah. And see here. Run out of charges. Okay. These little ones being so close, they're hard to kill. Everything's still looking good. My scouts and everything. So I got everything going on here at the same time. And scouts are doing their scouting. My salvagers doing the salvaging. And my killers doing the killing. Yep, as it should be, right? He's so close that it's hard to get good damage on him.
A module has run out of charges.
Right at the right time to run out. Right. Time to go. We got hostiles next door. I'm watching the gate.
Warp drive active.
Right, heading out. Electric, hello? Okay, we got multiples. Gonna dock him up.
Warp drive active.
We've got, yeah, multiples up here. They haven't come through this other gate.
Docking request accepted.
Right, so that guy docked, and then right. Look at all of them. Okay, so this guy now is going to pick up and go. We're not going to try and sit out here and think that we can get all of this stuff and such. That is, it's a lot of people. So we'll go and dock him up too.
Warp drive active.
Then, yeah, that's a pretty sizable fleet. Not one that I'm going to take on.
Docking request accepted.
Riding in a rattlesnake is much safer. So, oh, they're stealing the ESS out here. Okay. Well, how much is the ESS worth here? Oh, 189 million? Who the hell's been ratting out here to make it 189 million? What? It's just too many. Unless standing fleet shows up and I see a whole bunch of purple show up, I'm not going down in there. It's just too many ships. And so 189 million. I'm surprised actually anybody's ratting in that system, in all honesty. That's yeah, I'm just surprised to see that that people have been ratting in there. So Pretty wild how many there are. So now it just becomes a kind of a waiting game for them, because there's just not much that can be done. All right, they're going into the other systems now too. So they're scouting this system here too. So they're probably going to steal the bounty in there as well, whatever it is. I don't know what it is right now. Actually, let's undock real quick and we'll look, and then dock back up. $33 million, so not too terribly much. Most of it's probably mine though, you know. So
Docking request accepted.
yeah, most of it's probably mine, but that's the way it goes. I mean, especially if you don't have enough people to fight them. So all I can do is watch as they steal the money, because there's just too many of them. They're probably mostly down in there. Down in the ESS. Dr. Namek, say a rattlesnake can be much safer. Yeah, maybe. Missiles and sentries. I should try it. I could build one. Actually, I don't even need to build one. I've got 5 rattlesnakes sitting up in Jeddah if I want to ship 1 or 2 of them down. So they're going to be successful here. They're going to take that 189 million from us. Now they're scouting over here. This system also is connected to the other one, and it has a higher bank in it of 76 million instead of like 33. And so I bet you they'll just go to that one next rather than hit the one that I'm in. It's not a guarantee, but to me, I would think they would go for the more money, or they might be just filament guys and and be like, okay, well, let's not push our luck and we'll just filament back out of here. We'll see if they get reported anyplace else. No, they're going. I'm thinking they're going to come into here. I'm pretty sure. So, pretty sure. And then they're going to do the same thing, and it's still going to block me from doing much because they're going to be right next door, and I don't dare bring out a golem. Yeah, see, they're going into that system now. I don't dare bring in a golem or bring it out and have it next door to a fleet that big. Even if they're just little ships, they would be able to really wreak havoc with me. So they are looking around. They're fanning out to a couple of systems. Maybe I get lucky and they're just not gonna take the bank at the one that I'm in. I mean, it's only 30 million. So, like, I'm not too attached to it. But who knows, they may take this one that's now at 86 million and then come back around to mine because it has some in it. It'll be probably 40 something million by the time they come back around because it'll be it'll have ticked up. What's it at now? It's at 33 million. Next payout, 24 minutes. All right. Well, we'll dock that back up again.
Request accepted.
Now, I'm kind of surprised that I haven't seen an alert that they're attacking that one. So maybe they don't know what they're doing. Or maybe they're going out someplace else. Maybe it's just not big enough. Maybe they don't want to sit around too long because they're afraid that a response fleet's going to come. The same for PR since in and out job type safer than mining right now. PI, it just depends on where you're doing it. You know, the greater the risk, the more money you make. Mining is more instant. So, all right. I have to assume that that they're gonna take this. There's still a couple in here, and then there's a couple that have gone to another system as well. So who knows? Maybe they're gonna try and rob multiple simultaneously. I don't know. All right. If you're watching on video, see you in the next episode.